Does everybody at home see this? You see what I'm holding here in my fingers?
What is it?
What
It
is
looks
that? Screw?
birthday candle. Oh,
See this?
Screw.
America?
Yeah.
This is us right now.
We're a screw?
In your fingers?
No. Guys.
We're screw?
We're screw.
Phillips Panhead.
We're
Screw.
tools.
Screwball.
You calling me a tool?
Look. No. Look and think.
We're stripped?
This is America.
A wood
Oh,
screw.
that song.
Sorry.
You guys are fucking... We're screwed.
We're fucked.
Oh.
Why? What?
Jesus
What
Christ.
happened? I feel fine. What happened?
Theme song.
As the earth is carbon bombed by poisons, I keep it safe, I keep it clean, I keep it here inside with Mega64antine.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Okay, welcome back. We have a lot more clarity on the show now. You know, some bits are kind of like Charlie Kaufman-esque, very, you know, out of nowhere, just
Very
layers to it.
Yeah, that
So
Charlie
we had to
Kaufman,
kind of go through that.
I'm sorry. I'm
We
sorry.
had-
I got to, you know, meta, intellectual maybe.
Yeah, too smart.
There was a lot of layers to drill through, screw through.
Nailed it.
What do you mean?
Screwed it or
No, I was holding the screw.
nailed.
Yeah, but you pinched it like it was like we're getting
Let's not go
squeezed.
back down this road. Welcome
Oh.
to Quarantine Cast, everybody.
Yeah.
Forget
Hey,
the
how's it
screw.
going?
Yeah. We're here Thursday night, another Thursday, well, afternoon, depending on where you are.
How's everything going with you guys, Sean?
Yeah.
Sean,
Yeah.
how's everything getting worse this week? What do you think?
Oh, come on. I'm always the ray and positivity on this show.
This is Quarantine Cast. I feel like this is a video diary of life during this pandemic. We're going to check in with everybody. Some people think it's better. Some people think it's worse.
I think Sean, I'm making a joke because I think Sean got a bad rap. There was a few weeks where we were talking about, you know, like, oh, this is, you know, we're making this work, we're making that work. And Sean's sitting there going, what the fuck? No, none of this works. What the fuck are you talking about? No, you know. So I actually want to give you the spot on like what's good, what's going on right now in a good light and maybe and bad too. Give us balance.
Let's go around. Wait, hold on. Let's not put it on Sean. Let's do a roundtable introduction, starting with Sean, where you say your name and you say a good thing that's happening in your life and a bad thing that's happening in your life. Start us off strong, Sean. Go ahead.
Okay.
A really good thing first.
A really good thing.
And a really bad thing.
Hello, my name is Sean Chatfield, and a really good thing that's happening in my life is I feel like my family and kids and all of us have gotten a lot closer, and I love watching movies every single night with my family. And the bad thing is America is opening up way too fucking early, and we're all going to get this bullshit and die, so fuck that.
Okay.
Wow.
That did not disappoint.
Yeah.
That did not.
Nice.
Okay.
Sean actually stole my answer, so I feel like I don't need to go now.
Oh, okay.
It's the exact same thing.
Yeah.
No, I'll go then because mine are really good and really bad.
Okay.
Let's see. Really good. Really
Come
good
on.
is I got that pre-order in on oh no. I got the Final Fantasy VII Remake soundtrack box set. It's got the jukebox disc that's got all the jazzy remixes of FF7 music, and that is like album of the year. You can't find it; it's sold out everywhere. But I got that pre-order.
Is it like Whiplash level of musicianship, jazz musicianship?
Whiplash! It makes the kid in Whiplash look like Stephen Hawking.
Wow, that's bad. That's badass.
So it's got great tracks. It's album of the year. Tell Lady Gaga to cancel. Who else is putting an album out this year? John
Travis
Fogerty.
Barker.
Tell him to fuck off.
Oh, you know who just did?
Fogerty.
Jimmy Buffett. Rocco. Jimmy
Buffett?
Wait, he just released a new
Jolly
album.
Mon? Is it Jolly Mon, the soundtrack?
It's not the soundtrack.
Yeah. New Jolly
Mon.
Mon album?
No, it's if all you parrot heads in the chat, which I know there's most of you are, get ready. He released it. I'm sure it's gonna be fucking lit.
How do you become a parrot head? Do you have to like smoke a parrot?
What's
the indoctrination?
I think you have to shop at Tommy Bahama and wear like old guys rule shirts. I think that's
You need a.
Well, Johnny already did that, but he's not a parrot head.
Look at me. I feel like I just need a margarita.
Yeah, he's having a cheeseburger in fucking paradise over there. But listen,
Johnny, not just a margarita. You need one in each hand.
Oh, there you go.
Listen, have Jimmy Buffett listen.
This parrot for nothing? Dang it.
Hold on. Let Jimmy Buffett hear 5 seconds of the Final Fantasy VII Remake soundtrack, and he's gonna put that album to bed. He's gonna put a bow on that album. He's gonna put it to sleep. So I'm saying that album rules. You can't find it. I was early. I was smart, and I ordered it early. Ain't on Apple Music. Sorry. Anyway, so I got that. That's a good thing. And then I'm gonna say a bad thing, and I'm saying a really bad thing. Is I've been seeing a lot of people on Twitter shit on Soarin' Over the World, and I think both versions of Soarin' the Ride are great. So it's been kind of like
about that right now. What the fuck are you saying?
I don't want to read about it.
Okay. Wow, that sounds pretty bad.
Yeah,
nobody's doing that ride in 2 months. Why would anybody give a shit today?
Because people are bored and they're ranking all the rides. So today I read a lot of negativity about the new version of Soarin', and I think they're both fun. You know,
can I say
really difficult.
Former Disneyland pimp to current Disneyland pimp. I'm retired, in case you didn't know.
Yeah, I figured Kevin got that title from you. That wasn't official, but it's guess.
Derek, no. I figured when you hadn't had an annual pass in the last decade, you might have stepped away.
No, Kevin doesn't have my title.
Oh, sorry.
Wait, what?
You know, he's
Whoa, Kevin's ringed up. Okay, the pimp title. No offense, Kevin, but Kevin took a very definitive stand. He's in his own category. Okay, so
yeah, he can't.
No disrespect.
He can't technically be a pimp. I'm like the king who's out of the country. Kevin is reigning in my absence. Let's say.
Sure.
He's a steward.
I love Soarin' Over California, and I love Soarin' Over the World. Those are fun rides. You sit in a giant fucking chair and you float in front of a movie theater screen. What do you want?
Yeah. Well, people say the new one has too much CG, and I'm like, okay, well, so the old one has this like animated GIF clip art hang glider dude.
Yeah, but that's in Yosemite, so no one's even looking at that guy. They're looking at
exactly.
Star Tours has to rank like 20 slots below Soarin' Over California if CG ruins the virtual reality ride experience.
Well, I also feel like, okay, the new one has tons of CG. Fine. I mean, the old one has like fast forwarded footage of LA traffic. Is that much better? Like they're both fun. Who cares? It's really not a big deal.
Who cares?
Anyway, I was jokingly bringing it up anyway. This is not that big of a deal in my world, but thus is the gag. Thank you.
Thank you.
I think it's a big deal, probably more than you want to let on subconsciously on some Freudian level.
I know I'm trying to hold back. I'm just trying to hold back.
Do you miss Disneyland? I even miss Disneyland. I'll be honest.
Oh yeah. Oh, I definitely do. They are opening. They've opened like the shopping centers around the theme parks in like Florida and stuff like that. I mean, to me, it's like if I'm not going to the theme park, I'm.
Yeah. Why the fuck would you want to go there?
There was a multi-hour wait to get into the newly opened World of Disney store yesterday.
I saw a video of that. It looked sad. What? People lined up for forever just to shop.
For hours to go in there. And I'm thinking like, I must be missing something. Like, is there a reason you like, I understand on board. I want to like go check this out because I haven't been able to. Okay.
Yeah.
But to wait that many hours, was there an exclusive thing?
Well, people I heard were waiting 3 hours to get a haircut at Supercuts here in San Diego yesterday.
Yeah. Maybe that's...
Which I feel like, you know, this whole debate about being essential seems to hinge on the industry of hair cutting. I never knew that was such an important part of our like culture, like everything hinged on it.
Yeah.
But cut your own hair. Like, why wait 3 hours? I don't know. Like, everybody's saying, like, it's my right to go get a haircut. But is it? Like, if you cut your own hair, the worst that happens is you look stupid. But it's not like you have a right to not look stupid. Like,
if it's really
you're not going out
anyway.
Anyway.
That much, but like buzz your head. Like, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
I don't see. I just... Nothing against a good haircut. I love a good haircut, but why is that the like front line industry around this whole controversy?
Yeah,
because people are fucking vain. They want those Instagram likes, and they can post their new haircut on, and then all their friends will like their fucking dumbass haircut. That's all it is. People are fucking dumb, lame people. They're boring people. That's what it is.
That's what I was looking for. Well, so at
got him.
At the shopping the Disney Springs in Florida, where the whole shopping district outside of Walt Disney World. Sean, I'm making a lot of jokes. I hope it's not like I'm picking on you. I'm not trying to pick on you.
I don't know what you said, but it's probably something stupid.
No, but anyway, so I wanted to bring up at that shopping center. They opened it back up. It was third-party stuff before, but now all of Disney's own stores and stuff are open. What they did, this is what I wanted to bring up, was they stationed Stormtroopers on top of all the buildings. Star Wars Stormtroopers. They've got like the Empire banners and like all that stuff. And they even like recorded performances. So like you hear their voices like, everyone, stay this far apart. We've got air ventilation problems in this sector. Yeah, whatever. And when it first got tweeted out, and I agreed with this, people were tweeting, it was already kind of dystopian, like.
Yeah, that's a little fucking tone deaf.
Must we add Stormtroopers to the situation?
I guess Disney wants to call to attention the fact that they're an evil corporate empire and are selling plush dolls in the middle of a viral pandemic.
Sure. So I thought that at first. As an adult, I see that. But I was thinking about it more, and I was like, you know what, though? Looking at this through my eyes, if I was Kid Rocco again and I was there, I think I would be into it. I think I would feel like they almost give like a story reason for everything being different. And I feel like even if that's lame, even if that's whatever, I think I would feel like there is it's kind of under control, that Disney is doing this whole organized bit. I would feel like they're under control, and I would like this kind of activity going on. I'm looking at it through a kid's eyes. As an adult, I have a cynical angle of it. I do. But I think as a kid, I would be into it.
This is my thought as an adult. I like this, and I like it because they're either going to have a stormtrooper yelling at you to stay 6 feet apart, or actual people who work there do it.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a stormtrooper yell at me, honestly, and make it more fun.
So as an adult, and I'm on the other side of the spectrum, that makes it even scarier that they're like creating this whole fantasy to rationalize to children why it's okay to be shopping for fucking plush dolls in the middle of a viral pandemic.
Well, that's the thing.
That's
also,
awful.
You shouldn't be there yet.
Yeah, those kids shouldn't be there to begin with, because
That's a separate-
do you need Disney merch when this shit is going on right now? That's even crazier to me.
Yeah.
It's really dystopian.
It's another. I mean, that's a whole other argument, which is like, is it okay for them to be there at all? But I think I'm just saying that aside, if I was there, if I was a kid and I was there, right or wrong, I think I would feel better with something going on. I think I would. It just, if I was in there in that situation.
Yeah,
but also
it really
too,
is like.
What's that?
That is, that is like such a facet of kind of every dystopian story out there, right? The thing that makes this crazy world we live in easy for a kid to understand and swallow. It like puts the the blinders on. That is the facet, whether it's like Soma and Brave New World or the television that they have in Animal Farm, or Stormtroopers creating a movie fantasy in our own reality. Like, it's pretty crazy, I think.
Yeah. I just feel like, honestly, I'm just putting these Stormtroopers anywhere I go. So they're at Costco with me. If I had someone above telling people to get away from me because they're too close, I would appreciate that, because I feel like I have these people who are right up on my shit all the time. And it's like, I'm trying to maintain my 6 feet and you don't seem to care. So if I had someone above saying like, hey, step back, and it was a Stormtrooper, I'm fine with it. Go ahead. You yell at them.
Totally. Hey, so I mean, I think we should talk about just the idea of like businesses opening up in general. I was talking to you guys about this before the show started, so you already know how I feel. I don't think businesses should be opening up right now. I really don't. And what I was saying to you guys, you already heard it. I'll try to recap it quickly. All these businesses have to open up at reduced capacity, and I don't really believe they're going to be able to make enough money to cover their costs at reduced capacity, right? Especially restaurants that have to stay at 50% to 25% of their maximum capacity right now to have customers dine in.
Yeah.
I feel like by the government allowing these businesses to open up, they're taking the responsibility off of themselves to take care of these people, because these businesses are no longer eligible for support from the government, for PPP loans. The government's basically saying, hey, open for business. It's on you. Go back to work and start paying your bills. But at the same time, you can only have half as many customers as you had before at best. And everybody's freaked out right now, so nobody really wants to go shopping anyways. I think it is, really wrong to push these business owners into the situation. And honestly, guys, we're in the middle of this pandemic. We're not even close to the end. We're in the middle. We're in like the eye of the storm. People aren't getting better. There's no vaccine. Right. The hospitals don't have more beds and ventilators now than they did before. So I feel like we're on the precipice of the real outbreak. Honestly, what we've been doing before has been the warm up to the real outbreak, which is going to happen now.
I completely agree. And I think I said this earlier, but everyone is over this, but it's not over. So what do? Like, I get that people are tired of being at home. I am too, but that doesn't mean that it's done. I don't know.
You got to suck it up, man. If you're just dying to get out, just either do it responsibly or
literally dying to get out.
You got to know how to do it responsibly. If you're a person in danger, if you're like high risk for this thing, or you come into contact with people that are high risk, don't jump the gun on it, but just be careful.
Yeah.
Because some people are dying to get out. Like they're going fucking crazy, like you said.
Yeah, because they're bored, because their hair looks long and stupid and they want to cut it.
But what about people that just like are depressed and need vitamin D and like some sunshine and like are scared shitless, but they just have to make the decision like, I at least need to go for a couple walks around the block?
Well, let me tell you, I have no problem with people going for a couple walks around the block, but I think it's hypocritical of the government to say, open up, when schools are not open, when government facilities are not operating. The DMV isn't issuing, new licenses or processing people right now.
Yeah.
The government facilities, they're not even open right now. People with kids, Sean, you're supposed to go to work with no daycare, no school for your kids like that. There is no plan here. They're saying we're going back to normal, but they're not going back to normal. They're telling us to go back to normal when they know that's not fucking possible.
They just had a fucking House of Representatives vote via Zoom or whatever, or like by proxy. So like, they're definitely not, these old fuckers on Capitol Hill aren't doing it, but they expect, everyone has to get their haircuts and go to restaurants because they don't want to do it anymore. It's, these people.
Yeah, they're really just kind of, that's been to me the whole issue. I mean, obviously the infection stuff is its own thing, but I'm not smart enough to know how that's going. It's the others, just the no plan of it all. Again, it's like, no, don't go to work. Okay, how do I pay for all this stuff? Do I still have to? Yeah. All right. And now it's like, no, do go back to work. Okay, can I get a license? Can I get a new license to replace my old one? No. Okay.
No.
It's like the infrastructure is like, where is it?
I'll tell you, this is gonna make me sound so liberal. Here we go. I'm starting to agree with the Andrew Yang universal basic income.
Yeah.
I really am. At least right now during the emergency, but I think it should be at all times. But right now, people can't go to work. They should be sending $1,000 a month to everybody who's of working age. Because where are those people? Weird. Where are those people going to spend that money?
It is weird. We just got $1,200 one time, and it's like, okay.
It's going to go back into the economy. I personally think you can't ruin the economy because people are going to spend the money that they have when they have it to spend.
Yeah.
Right? If you give them money, it's not like they're going to invest it in Canada or fucking Sweden. They're going to spend it at Walmart or whatever. It's going to keep.
And I held on to my Trump bucks because I didn't think more was coming. If I knew more was coming, I would actually be stimulating the economy with it. But mine's just sitting in my savings because I don't know what the fuck's happening tomorrow.
Yeah.
So the Yang thing's interesting. Did you see, like, he had the best tweet after the government bailed out the cruise liners?
Yeah. What did he say?
He's like, well, it looks like you guys did have the money after all, because like his proposed costs and figures were very comparable to what they are bailing out businesses that don't even pay taxes in the United States. All these cruise ship companies that they bailed out, they operate in international waters.
Yeah,
that's fucking crazy.
They don't contribute to this economy, and they don't contribute.
This is the part that pisses me off. Bailouts put money in the pockets of the people at the top. But if you put money in the pockets of the people at the bottom, it'll work its way up to the top because those people need to spend their money somewhere to survive. Maybe they won't take a cruise because a cruise is not a really valuable business to people's survival.
Right.
But I mean, it's going to go somewhere.
Honestly, I'll spend on Amazon stuff, and Jeff Bezos will get richer because that's what I'm doing now. Is everything's through Amazon.
Yeah. I think. I mean, I could go on and on about this, but I won't bore you guys with my theories.
That's what the show's about.
Yeah. All right, then I will go on. Listen to this. Rich people own all the businesses, and they make money for doing nothing, just for owning it. I think everybody in America should have that privilege on some level. You should get money just for living in America. You should own your own asset. And your asset should be your American citizenship. Just being an American citizen should be valuable. You should get $1,000 a month. Consider it like a stock option, right? You own stock in America. The investment is in yourself. When you're taken care of and you can become a more successful person, that makes the whole country more successful. That's gonna kickstart this economy, you guys. There's my Andrew Yang universal basic income pitch.
Derek, I'll vote for you for president. I'll do it.
Well, they didn't vote for Andrew. He couldn't get through. The idea that the idea that like your basic needs of rent and the power bill and some groceries would be covered each month would give people the resources to go out and get better education, do all kinds of things to try to, like you said, Derek, as an American, it's your job to like bring the level up, like go better yourself with this time and energy and funds.
Even if you took that $1,000 and saved it up to start a business, cool, you're bringing value to America.
Yeah, whatever
you save it up
you want
to buy a car, you're helping the car industry. You spend it on groceries, you're helping your local grocery stores. You pay taxes with it, you just fucking give it back to where it came from. Like, what is the problem?
Unfortunately, even if you're a drunk, you're going back to the bars and Miller, and you're just putting it back into the system anyway. Like,
and the bar industry thrives, and they pay their taxes, and the economy fucking goes on. Like, let's share the wealth a little bit.
Did we just invent cold fusion with Andrew Yang's socialist economy stimulation? I think it's a self-perpetuating machine. It sounds 100% true.
I'm on board. When we visited New Zealand to do Armageddon Expo earlier this year, I was talking to the people who live there, and they told me about a social benefit in New Zealand called the Benefit. Where literally, they'll just give money to every New Zealand citizen, regardless of if you want to work or not.
Yeah.
The person I was talking to said, like, sometimes in high school, they'll ask the seniors, like, what do you want to do when you get done with high school? And a big portion will say, I don't want to do anything. I want to live on the benefit and raise a family. And that's an acceptable answer. I mean, it pisses some people off, but
yeah, but then that's their choice with their life. Like a lot of people have the option to go, no, I want to do something in my life. I want to make a business. I want to, do whatever. I don't know. I mean, why not?
We're gonna have a lot of streamers in the future. Streaming industry is gonna blow up.
Yeah.
I think that all sounds lame.
yeah.
No, I was fully, let me make this perfectly clear. I was 100% behind Andrew Yang from day one for one reason only. One of his campaign people posted a Mega64 video. So no matter what, I was behind him.
Got my vote.
Just like Ryan Johnson is the greatest director of all time. He linked to our Gooper video. And, The Last Jedi, the best Star Wars movie
ever.
No, interesting stuff. I mean, honestly, like, I think everything is in a big, like, point right now. You know what I mean? Like, that's the only way I could describe that, Roger Rabbit style.
You're seeing behind the veil, though, because shit's hitting the fan on every level right now. You're really seeing behind the veil on a lot of stuff, on how shit works.
Yeah.
Like the economy was this fucking weak. Giant corporations were living that fucking large that they're not able to survive.
2 months, 2 months, they're fucked. These billion-dollar companies.
Yeah.
The whole idea as it is now is we're going to give money to rich people and they're going to create jobs for all the poor people. Cool. They get money and we get to go to work. Fucking great deal. Reverse that shit. Give us the money and they can go to work by selling us cool shit. Thank you. Mic drop.
There it is.
I'm done.
There it is. Well, we should look at all sides of any kind of political angle or whatever. So I will be the one to kind of look at it from another side, as I like to do.
Yeah, you gotta.
I think what happened today was pretty dope. Trump is trying to make it so that social media doesn't have to, you don't really have to fact check stuff. He wants to reduce some of the protections on certain social media sites, but fact checking might go out the window.
Ooh.
So I'm honestly kind of liking this. So I just wanted to go on record and say once and for all, my name is Rocco. I created Red versus Blue. Red versus Blue and Halo LLC was all mine from the beginning. I made it.
You're friends with Mitt Romney too.
I am. Well, okay, I don't know what the bit is there, but I have met him. Okay, I don't get where he's going.
Now you've met him. I thought you saw him.
You're friends.
I mean, you're within 5 feet of each other. That's a meeting.
Oh, you met? Oh, I didn't realize.
Sean,
shit, wow.
Sean, do not fact check him. That's a microaggression.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
First of all, you would be arrested by what you just did, so I'm hoping this passes. Anyway, trying to think of something else. Tesla, I did that. That's it. That's all I can think of.
Yeah. SpaceX tried to launch a fucking spaceship or something. I don't know. They fucked it up.
Yeah.
They probably got some guys who know what they're doing.
Yeah, they fucked it up. How dare they?
They fucked it up.
I tuned in. They said, hey, 1:30, we're going to send this shit into space. I was there. They're fucking unpacking it still on Earth. You tell me that's on fuck up? Okay.
I was there. When I was a kid, I was there in person for a shuttle launch that was exactly that. And the
Were you there really?
I swear to God, when I was a kid, I went to NASA, and then the next morning we woke up to see the shuttle launch. The smoke went off, and with 0.2 seconds left, they aborted the mission. So the smoke went up, and the rocket didn't go anywhere, and I cried. I was a little kid, and I cried. I was so sad.
Whoa.
Well, I wanted to cry yesterday, so
I heard that they canceled the launch because all the astronauts inside were eating each other's shit. They were shitting in bowls and eating it. Now you can't. Now don't fact check that. No need. There was a site. There was a site that did that. I forget what was it. The Hard Times or I don't remember some site, but they what was it? It was Mark Zuckerberg was talking about like the fact checking thing. Like no need for that. You know, you don't need.
Oh yeah.
Or something like that. And the headline they posted was, "You don't need to fact check articles," says child molester Mark Zuckerberg. They wrote that, not me. That was the headline. I thought it was funny. Okay, let's take 1 second. I got a couple things to plug real quick. On that wonderful note, into a great segue. Yeah. Shop.mega64.com has a lot of great items. Incredible items. To even say incredible would be a waste of time because they're so much better than that. Words don't really even do it justice. It's so insane what you see on shop.mega64.com. You could order anything, you think it, and it's there, and you can order it. Ooh. Thank you. Good night. Oh, we have a lot of great stuff on there. I want to announce tomorrow, if you're watching this, we haven't even tweeted this out yet. Tomorrow, if you're watching this, we're going to restock. Something people have been asking for is, are you ever going to offer the Mega64 Begins VHS and USB collection? That's going to be back in stock tomorrow. If you're watching this on YouTube, it's probably already up. So that's going back in stock, and so is the Neuro shirt by Mariel. Our friend Mariel did a great job on that shirt. It's always out of stock. It'll be back in stock by the time you see this on YouTube. So check that out for yourself. Shop.mega64.com, as well as a ton of other items. And patreon.com/mega64. There's always exclusive stuff. We got the Mega64 Movie Club coming this weekend for Stranger Than Fiction. We've got a new Friend Dimension for another Jackbox game. Those are always a hit. We got that coming, and as well as a whole bunch of other stuff. So stay tuned for that. Anyway, okay, back to what and also, I do want to say, we have a few more Mega64 Day announcements. Don't forget the Mega64 Day is coming up quick on June 4th, 2020.
Dude, it's a week away.
Yeah, it's a week away from right now. So, we'll as we get closer, we'll have more of a plan of what's going on that day. I imagine we're gonna be streaming all day, starting at noon. That goes without saying. And so we'll let you know what exactly we'll be doing. But there's
you
gonna
make
be all
it
kinds of stuff.
sound like we don't have a plan. We do have a plan.
Oh no, I mean like we'll share it more.
We're just not ready to announce it yet.
Yeah.
There's gonna be new videos, streams all day. We're gonna be here. It's gonna be fun times. Clear your schedule, everybody. If you're forced back to work, call in sick.
Yeah.
Tell them you got whatever you want to tell them. Use any illness available to you.
Yeah.
Make sure you're tuned into our show.
I say be as vague as possible. Go, hey, not coming in today. They won't fight you.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
We'll get the next 2 weeks off.
Back in the day, Rocco, we would like be hanging out in my room at my dad's house, and like, oh, I gotta go to work. I really don't want to go. Should I call in sick? And we'd like try to convince you to call in sick, and it was like a whole thing, and you do it. It was awesome. Those were the good old days.
Man, I remember the place that I worked. I didn't do that super often, but the veterans there, who had been at Blockbuster a while, they didn't put up too much of a fight. It was like, okay, oh, you're not coming in? All right, we'll move into whatever, and they would go out to their network of other people to see who could fill in, and they were pretty, pro about it. But then we got a new manager after about a year, and it was a girl with like a French accent, or I don't know what the accent. I think it was a French accent, and because she talks like this, not exactly like that. This is a terrible impersonation, but
sounds good.
But she would throw a fit and talk about. She would insist on doctor documentation. And so I would be like, yeah, I'm not coming in. I'm not feeling good. Well, you don't feel so good. Well, I'll expect the note from the doctor tomorrow morning on my desk. And it was like, I wasn't planning to go to the doctor. Well, if you're feeling so sick, yes, you should be going to the doctor. No? Yeah, I mean, it was she would like almost try to call your bluff on it. Like, yeah, bring me the doctors if you're really that sick. And it's like, yo, I work at Blockbuster. I'm making $6 an hour. I'm not going to the doctor for every time I feel a little queasy.
Right.
You know, like that was such bullshit. I mean, that was right. That was not long before I quit anyway. But yeah, she was like demanding a doctor's note, and I never did that. It was like she would throw a fit about it, and it was like, yeah, I don't know, sue me or take me to court. I don't know what to tell you.
Fire me.
Really, it was like I don't think they could just on that. So it was just like, yeah, I don't know, escalate this. Then I don't know.
I used to do that shit back when I was young and working like at the mall, and yeah, I would just say like, yeah, I tried to schedule a doctor's appointment, but they can't see me for a week. So I'm supposed to go on Friday. And then when I'd come back into work, maybe 2-3 days later, I'd go, oh, I was feeling a lot better. So I cancel my appointment.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you want?
Garrett, you're wow. Professional
When I
liar.
actually was sick as fuck, I tried to go to the doctor and they scheduled me for 10 days later. And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, it happens all the time. I mean, what are you going to do? Nowadays, half the people I know don't even have health insurance. So what do you, okay. You employ me, yet you don't provide health insurance. How do I get a doctor's note? From what doctor do I know?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty dumb. What's the scariest doctor appointment you ever had? Go ahead.
What?
How about that vasectomy, Sean?
I was skipping on the way in. I was stoked. You kidding? No.
Were you really stoked? You weren't scared about that?
I truly wasn't scared. I don't know why. I just know
they do those every day, so I could see that. I'd be much more scared. I see your point, because I would be much more scared for a like, hey, something's wrong with you. We don't know what's going to happen. We're going to try to take care of it. What is that? What, anything could happen, but a vasectomy, they know specifically what they're doing, and they've done.
I knew what I was walking into. It's an elective surgery. I wasn't going to be put out. Now I did not, as I said before, know the needles would go into my nuts. I didn't know that part, but ignorance was bliss, and I knew it was going to happen when it was already happening. So,
yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, it was 10 minutes, and I never have to think about that ever again in my life.
I don't know.
Worth it. It was worth it.
I think about it all the time.
I'm a thoughtful dude.
Yeah. I don't know. I
don't know about you, but I'm kind of a thinker.
I think honestly, I focus so hard on not wanting kids, it's not happening anyway.
Well, there you go. I did.
Yeah, go ahead.
We were in the parking lot, and Jenny was like, "Are you sure you want to do this? Like, you can have another kid." And it's like, we're going in. I am going in right now. Let's go.
Oh man.
Oh, my palms are sweaty just thinking about it.
Yeah.
You guys, it was fine.
I'm already complaining about this a little bit, but I will remind everybody, the DMVs are still closed. My quest to get a motorcycle is still foiled at every turn.
Oh yeah.
I'm called up every motorcycle instruction place in San Diego, and they're all basically laughing at me that I'm trying to get motorcycle lessons right now.
Yeah, I mean, you could still get the bike and you could still ride the motorcycle around without a license.
He doesn't have the lessons. He doesn't know how to do it.
Yeah,
no, I know how to do it. I've
give
watched
yourself
some
lessons.
YouTube videos at this point.
You take your new bike to a parking lot. You go to like a high school parking lot.
Exactly.
And you practice.
You practice the throttle.
And you do shifting and
feathering the throttle, man. I'm ready to do it. I might just have to just buy a motorcycle outright at this point. And
start
do that
dipping your toe.
You can't finance it unless you have a license. You have to just buy the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, are cops pulling over motorcyclists going, "Can I see your license?" I mean, just don't fuck up.
If they break the law, yeah.
Don't fuck up.
But you're new at it, so you're gonna be on your best behavior.
Why do people crash? Like, don't fuck up.
Well, it's because they're too familiar with, they've had that license for so long.
People crash because they're new and they don't know what they're doing. But that's not me, because I've watched a lot of YouTube videos.
Yeah. Seriously, it's not like you don't know what a bike is,
Exactly.
Just attach your motor to your bike now, Derek. What's wrong with that?
No, legitimately, like I want to take lessons by a trained professional, but I can't. So I am just watching like I listened to the audiobook recording of the San Diego Motorcycle Handbook. It's a guy just reviewing motorcycle driving laws. I'm just watching like traffic videos on it. I'm doing anything I can to educate myself. But
I feel like
it's all fucking closed. This is all I can do.
When you mentioned this before, I thought, oh, maybe this is just something he wants to now, maybe he'll change his mind. But now after hearing that you sat through that, I think there's no in this term going in. And I could tell.
I have my motorcycle picked out. I'm ready to go.
Crazy.
So, yeah, it's time to open the stores. What's funny is the motorcycle dealerships are open, and the places that sell helmets and all the gear, they're all open. Everything's open. Not the DMV. You can't just get your license.
Man, that's lame. Like, you got a car license, yo, I'm not a moron. Here's my card that says I'm not a total moron. Of course, a lot of drivers are morons, but
they're completely different things, though. And if you crash in a motorcycle, you're probably dead.
Yeah, but you're dead. I'm not. That's his decision.
So who cares if you get a ticket? You're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point, honestly.
Why do you need the license? Hey man, I bought a bike. I bought all the gear. I worked on the bike. I rode the bike. Still haven't gotten the license.
What CC is your bike? I'm so curious. Do you know?
Oh, I don't know. I do remember it's a little bigger than what I wanted. For a starter, it was a little too much beef between my thighs.
Do you know how high the speedometer goes?
It's a total that I rebuilt, so it didn't have a speedometer. It was smashed. So I don't have I don't have a speedometer when I ride currently.
You could be flying down with like 800 cc's. You have no idea.
Derek, that's just like your first car. I'll never forget the speedometer in Derek's first car, or one of his first cars, was broken, and so with the marker, he just wrote "vroom" on the speedometer.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, it stopped displaying the speed. For a while, it was a digital display, so it would like fade out, look like a digital clock, and I could punch it to make it come back on.
Right.
But when that stopped working, I just got know.
You got pulled over. I think I was in the car with a cop, and it's like, do you know how fast you're going? You're like, actually, I have no idea how fast I was going.
Yeah. Honesty is the best policy.
See, if it's not street legal, just don't get caught with it on the street. There's plenty of places you can ride it.
Yeah. My bike would be street legal, but I wouldn't. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to give these guys a couple more weeks to open the shit up, and then I'm just going to have to, take matters into my own hands.
There's got to be an online class you take or something.
Nothing's going to be like getting on a bike and turning and...
Literally, all you need to do is, you don't even need a lesson. You need to go to the DMV and take the knowledge test, the written test.
Oh.
It's 20 questions. If you pass it, they'll give you a learner's permit, and then you're good to go. The lessons are optional at that point.
They don't have that online?
Yeah, what the hell?
They're not doing fucking knowledge tests right now. It's stupid.
Oh,
it's all fucked up.
It sounded like, okay, first you were with Yang, and now it sounds like you want to open them up.
I mean, you can't take a knowledge test with a mask on. Sure you can.
But that's a government agency. I mean, that's a government building. A DMV is funded via our taxes. So, they're telling us to open our small businesses. Motherfucker, open your infrastructure.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
I get the impression, I'm looking at the chat, and there's a lot of people saying I'm going to die.
Oh.
But I get the impression that none of these people know anything about motorcycles.
Yeah,
because I don't think anybody who knows anything about a motorcycle would say, don't do it, you're going to die. I think that's the mentality of somebody who doesn't know anything about motorcycles.
Yeah, the only motorcycle these guys have ridden was the Hardy Daytona.
Yeah.
That's a gamer joke. I bet the chat got it.
That was good.
Notice Derek didn't laugh because he's a real man on a bike who wants to be on a bike.
Yeah, man, if you're in that mindset like you're gonna die, then you probably would die.
Oh
For
shit!
everybody out there,
Not for
I know
everyone.
people are interested. People want to know what kind of bike I'm holding out for. I'm looking at the Suzuki Van, baby.
Ooh, the Van
Ooh, a
Van.
van.
That's right. Cute little beast.
I'm
So
gonna look it up right now.
you're gonna love it.
Yeah.
I can
Johnny,
throw
how
it
are you
up.
doing about this? How you feel about this, Johnny?
Johnny, chime in.
I have
Fuck.
nothing to say about this. I didn't sleep much
Oh.
last night, but I have something to talk about if you guys are interested.
Yeah.
Dude,
What's
yes.
Okay. So I recently, maybe the chat could chime in about this. I learned about this app. It's called Randonautica. I don't endorse it. I don't know if it's like shady or not.
I feel like I've heard of this. What is it?
This app will give you like it uses a true random number generator to give you a random location. And it's like based on like some weird algorithm. So you just like, it'll just give you a location to go to, and it says like choose your intent as you go. And a lot of people say like weird shit happens as you start going to this location.
Weird shit
Me
on
and
the phone or weird shit like
Oh,
haunted shit.
Like the app is on your phone, but like you have to just walk to this place.
Okay.
Me and my girlfriend did it. We were like, we set our intent to be like, let's find something that will make us laugh. So it just took us to this random location. It was like an empty parking lot, and there was a single truck with a license plate that said Tunks on it. And we were like, what the fuck was this?
What?
So it made us laugh. I don't know. It was really strange. But people are like, we'll go with the intent of like, show me something creepy. And like, you can look online, there's mad YouTube videos where people it'll take them to like the woods, and there'll be like a circle of like sticks or something.
This sounds like a digital Ouija board. Like
Pretty much.
If your intent is to go find something creepy, like you'll look into the environment to find
Exactly what I'm thinking. Tunks
Yeah.
doesn't sound that funny to me, but I'm glad you the intent of laughing.
Yeah, that sounds creepy to me.
Yeah, we did another one. We did it again, and our intent was like, Natty was like, I want to find something that will make me smile. And I said, I want to find something that's weird. So it took us to this house. And outside this house, there was like a statue of a frog hoeing. And we were like, that's fucking weird.
But now that's what they wanted you to see, is that statue of the frog?
No, it just picks a random location.
but near you. Like it
Yeah.
won't pick one in Australia or something.
No, you can set your radius, and you just go, and it's really weird. A lot of people think because it's like using a random number generator, so it's like a truly random act. Like you're doing something super random. So a lot of people who believe in like simulation theory believe that you're going against the simulation. So you just start to see weird shit. There's a whole subreddit about this. It's very strange.
Or is it
What is this?
divination? Because you're intending to go find this thing, and then
Are there any
It's
adults on
pointing
that subreddit?
Probably not.
What is it called, Johnny?
Randonautica.
Randonautica. Is it an app on your
Yeah.
iPhone?
Yep.
Oh. All right.
I was having a hard time like leaving the house, without being terrified.
Yeah.
So that like really put me in a cool headspace to like actually to leave the house.
Okay.
So if anyone out there wants to leave the house and go on a weird adventure, download that app.
I like it.
Kevin, are you
That's
going
all
to
I
do
have.
that for scary shit?
No, I can find scary shit on my own.
Oh, he's got.
Yeah.
He knows.
I
where
know
they
the
are.
spots. I know what to do. I don't need no app.
Kevin's
Kevin's
going to
walked
load
into
up the
the
app
hood.
just to look at the screen and go, "I know more than you," and delete it. Anyway,
Well,
is that what you've been up to,
Randonautica.
Johnny? Anybody else up to anything fun during this last week? Are you guys streaming HBO Max?
No.
I got it, but I think I already have HBO, so I think it just comes with it.
Yeah, I was confused. I didn't think this was I didn't think this was coming till like next year.
Me
So
neither.
I was like, oh, whatever. And then suddenly it was here, and it was like, oh, okay. Do I get the? Yeah, it was unclear to me. I was like, do I get this?
Well, I
free, or-
signed into it with my cable stuff. Like I changed my cable provider, and then
Yeah.
I chose my password. And then it's like, all right, well, bill your cable provider. I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't say bill my what? So I'm assuming it's free because I didn't say I'm paying for this.
Yeah,
I don't know.
If you are already doing HBO, I think it's just you get it. Like
okay, good. Honestly, I was looking at the movies. The movies honestly aren't that great. I mean, like, whatever, who cares? But they have some cool shit, like, Home Movies is nowhere on streaming.
Yeah.
I love that show, and that's on there. Space Ghost Coast to Coast is on there. I don't know.
I think the priority with this is more big libraries of big entertainment in terms of like full shows and stuff. You know what I mean? Because HBO is already kind of like the movie and premium TV label.
Yeah.
And HBO Max is kind of like Warner Brothers umbrella thing where it's like, okay, Cartoon Network stuff, DC stuff.
Right.
We've got all of Studio Ghibli, which I will say, in terms of the movie department, I think HBO Max has a great library of older shit, which I feel like Netflix has all but kind of forgotten.
Yeah.
Like they've got a Turner Classic Movies label.
Yeah, which that was cool. I was looking at that shit.
That's awesome. Yeah. And again, all the Ghibli movies are there. Stuff like that. So I think it's cool. I definitely know why they picked the HBO name, because in the streaming world that carries a lot of weight, as opposed to if you had heard about are you going to get Warner Brothers Plus?
Yeah.
I feel like you'd hear that and you'd go, ugh. But it's HBO, so you go, oh, what are they doing? That being said, I do think it's also confusing that it's like, well, I have HBO. Do I get this? Is this another HBO?
Now there's
kind of
HBO Go, HBO Now, HBO Max. It's like
too much.
I don't know.
But I think for most people, if you already are in on HBO, you're already getting this. So,
yeah,
I already felt like personally, I already feel like HBO is, for me personally, that's the one I kind of like the most in term. Like I already liked having HBO because I think they get actually decent movies I want to watch, and the original shows are great. So having this too is like, that sounds great. And I kind of feel like they've got a pretty awesome library now with all those combined. And Disney Plus, I'm really into these like rich back libraries of stuff. Like here's all our past shit. And both of those services seem to really embrace that. And so for me personally, I kind of feel like Netflix is not, I always hear like Netflix is the default, like, oh, I'll never get rid of Netflix. That's the one I'll always keep, but these other ones I'm not so sure. But Netflix to me, I don't know. Like it seems like all they're really caring about is their originals. And I don't think any of those are that great. So I don't know. I kind of feel like I could see HBO Max being one that I dig into, but I don't know. I feel like I've got the few that I want, and it's like the HBOs and Disney, and I don't know. I don't know if I need. It's just making Netflix look worse to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
So fractured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been watching a lot.
I think Netflix had a moment where they were getting, at one point they had everything and original stuff, but the fact that now that's not the case, I don't really know. I'm not interested in like the NBC one or the CBS one. I don't think I ever will be.
To me, like the common core streaming services are Netflix and Hulu. Johnny, you just said you do Hulu too?
Yeah, Hulu's been blowing me away. I just got access to it, and I just want to say, if anyone out there hasn't seen the show Devs, just put episode 1 on, just watch that.
Yeah,
but, Hulu's been blowing me away.
Yeah, and it seems like Netflix and Hulu are always like the vanilla, the main focus streaming services, and then anything kind of peripheral, like I check into Amazon Prime, I check into
Amazon gets good stuff now
HBO.
And then, I should say. I don't even think about Amazon because it's included in a thing I already had. You know what I mean? So I never think about it.
But there's good stuff like on Amazon. There is, like you said, a lot of good stuff on HBO. That Avenue 5 show I started watching is pretty good.
But I guess that's just where I'm confused. Is I always hear about Netflix being the default one, but I just feel like, is that still the case, or is that just like our image of it? Do you know what I mean?
I don't know. It's default for me.
I know at one point it was, but I just don't feel like it's that compelling right now. Am I nuts?
You are not, but it is the Facebook of streaming services. Whereas like all the old people know about Netflix, they're just gonna get Netflix. They're not gonna worry about anything else.
Yeah.
They just have that.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, the most people have it, and I wonder, is that the you know what I mean? Is that the only reason that it's where it's
Honestly,
at?
I'll chime in here because I have Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon. I probably watch Netflix more than any of them because for me, I like having the TV on in a non-committal sense, just in the background.
All the time, yeah.
You know, I cook food, make a sandwich. I want to sit down for 10 minutes and have something on. So, I mean, I watch a movie at night, but the majority of my TV is like bullshit that I can consume and walk away from without being invested. So that's why I keep Netflix, because it has a lot of shitty shows that I find comforting that I could pop on. It's kind of like my source of trash television now that I no longer have basic cable in my house.
I think that's the difference for me is the only time I'm watching shit is when it's like I want to watch like a really fucking good movie. Yeah,
because I watch a lot of shitty reality TV.
Yeah.
It's like comforting to me in little 15, 20-minute bursts.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could see that. Anyway, I'm just curious. I do think every time there's a new streaming service, I go, ugh. But I do think HBO Max, like, they put in the work. I do think there's like a good I do think there's a good library there.
And that's the thing. When I got CBL Access, honestly, just because of a card. But when I got that, I was like, what shows do you have? Like, CBS has been around forever. You should have every show you've ever had on your channel, full thing here. And they didn't really. They had some older shows, but it's like, no, you got to have all of them. You made them. Put them there.
Hey, somebody in the chat made a good point, too. What I do with Netflix, shitty trash TV in the background, you all should be doing with Mega64 TV. Just pop that on and let it run. Just enjoy it in the background of your day.
Exactly. And Derek, I kind of feel like you have egg on your face a little bit. You should be doing the same thing. Do you not stand behind your own product? Wow.
Oh, I'm watching it right now, aren't I?
Wow. Touche.
Oh, he gotcha, Rocco. He fucking gotcha.
Fuck. Okay.
Well, one last thing about Mega64 TV. I do like that I every now and then just pop on, and let's say it's 11 o'clock at night, no one's streaming, but there's still like 20 people hanging out, and they're all talking to each other. It seems like it's like a constant moving form that people have been using, and I like that idea that like people can just go in and say hey to people and just hang out, live. That's kind of nice.
That Twitch chat's always active, man.
Yeah, I still like to pop in there every now and then and talk about something or whatever. I love that. I really like Mega64 TV. So watch it, guys. If you're ever bored, you want to put something on, don't forget, we stream stuff on our Twitch channel 24/7 from our back catalog. It's going to be there. Anyway, we're going to wrap up the show, but I want to announce a couple more 64-day things, if that's cool with you guys.
Big stuff. Do it.
A couple announcements more for that day, because we didn't have enough. So again, I can't say it enough. Mega64 Day, June 4th, starting at noon. We're gonna be streaming all day. It's gonna be fun. A lot of fun stuff planned for that day. Show some new videos, show some classic videos, show some stupid videos. We might watch the news for a second. Who knows what we're gonna do. We might put it on the Weather Channel and leave. I'm not gonna tell you. We're not gonna do that, but anything goes as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, real quick, Kevin, do you want to blow through what we already announced on the podcast real quick?
Yeah.
Just go through one slide. We'll barrel through them. Boom. The merch exclusives. We've got the CHROMA shirt and the CHROMA shorts. Those are going to be available that day. What's next? The Brotaku Elite shirt. We're going to have that available that day. That's another great merch exclusive that day. Yeah. We're going to have 4 64-hour specials come back that day. We can't say what they are because, they're sketchy. We're not going to, we don't want to get in trouble. So that's on there, but trust me, you've been asking for these to come back. They'll be available that day. The skate deck that Mariel did for us, the Mega64 skate deck, that'll be available. We made some for the summer cons. Those aren't happening, so we're going to put them up that day on Mega64 Day. And the Flame War Theater Blu-ray is going to be included with any order over $100 while supplies last. And we're really excited about that. We had a lot of extras of those, and hopefully that's a good way to get those out. So check that out if you want. We got a few more things to add to that. These were made for game days Our friend at Rockin' Pins, they make great merch online. Our
Shouts
friend
out.
Mauricio at Rockin' Pins made these exclusive pins for game days, and we had some extra sitting around. He reached out to us and he's like, "Hey, I still got these. Why don't you put them up for 64 days? Some people weren't able to get them." We said, okay. So we're going to have these pins available at they're enamel pins. They're great. These were for game days. We don't have that many, but they're going to be up on Mega 64 Day if you never got a chance to get those. So check those out. But again, they're very limited quantity. So get on that if you never got one. So those are going up. We have another new shirt going up that day, a new design from a great friend of ours. The Kinder 64 shirt is going to be available that day. And that's going to be up on Mega 64 Day for the first time. And one more announcement, and I've been excited. People have been asking me about this. On that day, on Mega 64 Day, we are finally going to begin releasing Mega 64 version 1, 2, and 3 digitally on our Patreon. Everyone's been asking when it's starting. It's starting on June 4th, Mega 64 Day. And how we're going to start it, we're going to handle this TV style, baby. Classic. We're going to air them. We're going to do them in seasons. And do it week by week. We're starting with season 1 on June 4th. And we are going to, because version 1 is an early work, we're going to actually do these ones a couple at a time. So on June 4th, you'll be getting episode 1 and 2 of version 1 with some notes on it, some hopefully, some kind of like behind the scenes notes on the episode, things like that. And then, yeah, we'll have more every week until the season's over. And then, release some kind of behind the scenes stuff, things like that. So stay tuned for more news on that, but it will start on that day. And again, there'll be more stuff on that day too that we're not even announcing. So, yeah, thanks to everyone for tuning in, and be sure to watch Mega 64 Day starting June 4th at noon Pacific
time.
And I think that's pretty much it from me. What about you guys? Anything else?
Oh,
we didn't all get to say our good thing and our negative thing.
Oh yeah, yeah. End it with that, Garrett. Go ahead.
We should just lightning
Garrett
through.
Should. Wait, I do want to say though. We already talked about the 10th anniversary of version 3 on the podcast, but today is actually the 10th anniversary. It's the real one today. So it was a cool announcement to be on it. It lined up. That's all.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary, guys.
Okay, so
Happy
Garrett is going to share a good thing and a bad thing about what's going on.
Yeah, I don't think it was. Did we get it from everyone? I don't know if Johnny went either.
No.
I want to say a good thing is that I get to come here and stream for our audience, and I'm always so happy to do so. And you can check all that stuff out on the Archives channel. And a bad thing, I would say, God, I don't really have one. I'm just trying to keep it positive. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to just stay up.
Good job. Wow.
I'm not gonna give in to negativity right now. It's too much of that.
Proud of you.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna end with some controversy though.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Everyone's out here talking about this Looney Tunes cartoon. Is the animation good? Is the animation bad? Well, I just saying it's boring.
Whoa.
It's a boring show.
Wow.
So there it is.
Oh my god. Holy
Wow.
fucking shit.
All right. Both of those were lame. Kevin,
Bold.
give something so fucking positive and something so fucking negative that the show can't go
ends
on.
it?
That the show can't continue.
I don't know. Shopping's a lot easier right now. And
That is
good
pretty
thing.
positive.
I love shopping in this. It's just stores are empty. Like it's so much nicer to shop during this than ever, for me at least. And a bad thing, I don't know.
So bad. Like bring down the show.
But I can't. Again, I'm staying posy. It's hard. I can't think of
No,
like,
Don't give in, Kevin. Don't give in.
Ruin the show.
I don't.
Okay.
I'm not wired to think negatively.
My
brain doesn't
God,
work that way.
Kevin, we are opposites.
My brain is not wired to think of bad shit.
The astronauts were eating each other's shit. They ripped open their spacesuits and said, "I got the widest throat."
Good night.